So, a number I'm throwing out there is the number four. Um, Four times I've gotten fired. I've gotten fired, laid off from four different sales jobs in my career. And I say that, because um, now I'm on all these different podcasts and featured on webinars and seen as like a thought leader. Thought leader, it's kind of become this weird term, but I'm seen as like a thought leader with sales and prospecting and stuff. And but this, all I wanted to convey in this video, is a message that don't give up. And it might be cliche, but it's not about where you start, it's about where you end up. Because like in the first few years that I got out of college, like I said, I got fired from four different sales jobs. And at that point, I didn't want to do sales anymore. I was like, after the fourth one, I was like, all right, sales is just not for me. And after that, I was like, sales isn't for me, but I seem to be really good with people. So I was like, maybe I'll do customer service. And I had a temp job at a customer, doing customer service at a call center. And I was actually doing pretty well at that. But it was just a temp job over the holidays. And, they had like 10 people. I was one of the first people let go with that as well. So, some rough times, and that was like when I was like 25. And then after that, I didn't want to do sales, I went to a temp agency and was like, hey, I want to do HR. And they were like, why? Why do you want to do HR? And I was like, only reason was because this is going to sound so ridiculous. This is like probably, almost 10 years ago now. I was like, oh, well, because, and the truth is the only reason was because like I was a fan of watching the TV show The Office. And I was like, hey, the HR job there it seems pretty safe. It seems like a safe job based on, the way HR was portrayed on that show, and also how HR was portrayed in some of the companies that I had worked for. I was like, I'll just do that. Seems more safe. And I didn't end up doing that though. I ended up giving it like one more shot at sales. Ended up at this sales job, a couple of years ago, and that's when I finally started to get good at it. So just like keep your head up. If you're 22, 25, or even any age, and you just are maybe feeling a little lost out there, like your career isn't really going where you want it to go, you feel like a failure, which I did, back then. At that time when I was I got let go from a few different jobs, like I kind of felt embarrassed to like talk to my friends and family, and they said, hey, how's work, like what are you doing for a job these days? I was kind of embarrassed, like to tell them, hey, I actually don't have a job right now, or I just got let go, like I'm collecting unemployment, like it was embarrassing. So but just keep your head up, like if you're feeling lost, like persistent, be resilient, and be have that perseverance to just keep your head up and just like stay positive. Was a really big thing that helped get me through. And even when people say, oh yeah, just activity with sales, like get your numbers up and put in the work and be persistent. That is true. That has helped me, as I've had really good work ethic and I put in the work. But some of those sales jobs where I got fired from back in the day, I was putting in like a lot of activity. I was putting in extra hours in the office, and I was putting in all the making my dials and everything. But it wasn't until my skills matched up and my skills caught up with where my activity was. You can't have one without the other. If you have good skills, but you're not putting in the effort, then that won't be good. But if you're putting in the effort and the activity, but you don't have the skills to match up. So it's when the two of them met, and that's when I really started to have some good success. Um, and in terms of the skills, just like my people skills, my business acumen, and my sales acumen. I had some good coaching, some good managers, and I just kind of learned a lot by checking out different articles and blog posts, videos on LinkedIn, networking with people, reading some books, and just through trial and error, just getting better over time. Just by learning, by doing. It all just helped me to get where I am today. And now I've been really successful. So just wanted to put that out there. If anybody, might need to hear it, keep your head up, stay positive, get your skills where they need to be, and have that match up with the effort and the activity that you're putting in, and good things will happen. Happy selling out there, everybody. Thanks for watching.